Ross Gerber is with us, President, CEO of Gerber Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management. Steve Wesley, founder and managing partner of the Wesley Group. Thank you both for being here. Ross, there are so many topics, from new factories, a stock split, making this the most valuable company in the world, and board seats. Are those what stood out to you, or is one more important than the other?
I think the most interesting and sort of important point that was made was really the scale and ambition of Tesla and Elon to get to, let's say, 10 gigafactories. And the thought process of what it'll take to scale to that level is really incredible. And obviously, if they can achieve this goal, Tesla will be by far the most valuable company in the world. So it was an exciting meeting to really see Elon's vision played out and really well articulated by him yesterday.
Yeah, right now we have 4 factories. We have Fremont, California, Austin, Texas, Shanghai, and Berlin. Steve, what stood out to you?
Well, I think 3 things really stood out. First, it's a great day for shareholders. Price up 40% just in the last month. What's even better news than that is $53.6 billion in revenues last year. This year, we're predicting they're going to be at $87 billion. That's 62% year-over-year growth. No one in the auto industry is close. But I think the biggest single news for Tesla is the profitability. They've just posted their 12th profitable quarter. They have beaten all expectations. What's important to know, if you peel back the onion, is that they're posting 17% net profits compared with Toyota and Volkswagen at 6%. So record growth, great profitability. They seem to have solved the supply chain issues and the manufacturing issues others haven't. If they keep this up, they'll be $1 trillion company and maybe more.
Mm-hmm. So at this point now, with Tesla crushing it, it seems that we're all in agreement, at least from what we're seeing, that it obviously is the leader in how they're pushing everything out here. We looked and we saw 20 million autos is the goal here. Is this going to be even more valuable, Ross? It's already at 900 and change. From that 5-for-1 stock split back in 2020, it's up 31%. We have another stock split coming. Where do you see this stock going?
Well, obviously, we're very big believers in Tesla. In my ETF, it's now a 12% weighting, and you know, we see the stock continuing to go higher for the next decade, probably, or more. So that being said, our current valuation, we think Tesla deserves 100 times multiple of earnings. If you look at what they're supposed to earn this year at $12, so a $1,200 price for Tesla seems about appropriate with their growth out there. But when you're talking about the future, Tesla's the kind of stock that can grow and grow and grow, and that's why we own it, and that's why we're huge believers in it, and we love the mission because it's so crucial to our society.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the truth. When people start to look at EVs, that's something that they love. Steve, as you take a look, when you pull up Tesla, so many Twitter headlines come up, and that wild card of what that means. Are there other names in the group that you like, Steve, equally? Or more?
Well, look, for the next 2-3 years, Tesla's going to be king of the hill, but it's an important question. This is a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and the question is, who has a shot at displacing Tesla? First, General Motors, Mary Barra said, we're passing them by 25. Flat out, that's not going to happen. GM produced barely 8,000 EVs in the first half of the year. That's embarrassing. Ford is rising from the ashes here. They're doing a little bit better. They've produced 22,000 vehicles in the first half of the year. Ford E150 looks strong. Mustang, great vehicle, but they're going to have to ramp it up too. If you look at this together, just 30,000 vehicles. Look at Volkswagen. They produced over 220,000 vehicles in the first half of the year. They're going to be a much stronger competitor, 8x what both American companies are doing combined, but no one's closing the gap on Tesla. For the next 2 years, Tesla will be king of the hill.
And Ross, what do you think? I mean, I think of all these other names, and Nikola and Rivian and NIO and XPeng and some of the other ones that Steve Wesley just announced. Tell me your thoughts. Any great competitors here?
Yeah, there's only one, and I wouldn't even call it a competitor. I call it Tesla's little brother, and it's Polestar, which is Volvo's EV company, which is producing more cars than Ford and GM and Lucid and everybody else. The cars are great, and they've built a direct-to-consumer model like Tesla, app-based. They're using autonomy through companies like Luminar and using Google software. But the Polestar is a great car, and it's never going to beat Tesla, but it's definitely like Tesla's little brother, and we're invested in this as well in my fund.
How about, Ross, just some of the details? I mean, the 3-for-1 stock split, I don't know when that actually occurs. People may be buying ahead of the stock split, as they often do, but also the Model Y on track to be the world's best-selling car. The Cybertruck, the pricing is likely to go up, and the specs are likely to change. Any details on any of those, Ross?
Well, I don't think the stock split matters materially for the story. It's just, helpful for individual investors, I think. I think the real story for Tesla is scale and Cybertruck. The truck business is where you want to be, and the adoption of Rivians have been huge here in California. Rivian has had a lot of success. They can sell every truck they make. They've just had trouble making trucks like everybody else. But if Tesla can make a truck, boy, the market will expand for Teslas dramatically, and we could continue to see enormous growth potential with Cybertruck.
Yeah, and Steve, are you a big believer in Elon Musk? I mean, he's really brought it to this point. Should he stay in, or you think some people want him out? Or some people, different ones on the board, because too many people on the board are yes men, and that's what some of the investors are saying. But he's done a tremendous job.
Well, look, I served on the Tesla board for 3 years, and without a doubt, Elon Musk, love him or hate him, and there's a lot of both, he is the Thomas Edison or Steve Jobs of our time. No one else has done anything like he's done. One of the issues you didn't touch on is not only is Tesla the dominant leader in EVs at precisely the time where every automaker in the world is going all electric, their energy business is becoming the fastest growing part of the company.
Yeah.
So they're quickly expanding into other areas. This is the sort of thing that makes your valuation go up. But at the end of the day, no other auto firm's growing 62% a year. No other auto firm is this profitable. No other auto firm is expanding into the new innovative areas like autonomous vehicles and now energy. That's not an easy trick to pull, and I wouldn't bet against him.
That is why you're on the show. This is why you're both on the show. We love your insight. And I hadn't realized that you served on the board there. Steve Wesley of the Wesley Group, Ross Gerber, Gerber Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management. Thank you both very, very much. Wonderful to see you both.